6 o'clock news on SBYnews.com. This is our special edition show where we're introducing different candidates from around the state, county, and so forth and so on. In this particular case, we've got, I'm going to say it properly, Dave Catrino?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I know I spelled it wrong on the site, and I do apologize about that, Dave. And you're running for Worcester County Sheriff. Welcome aboard, Dave.
Thanks
for being here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Appreciate it. Appreciate your service.
Thank you.
Why are you running for Sheriff of Worcester County?
Why am I running? Joe, to be quite honest, I see this race as a very, very important race coming up to have an evolution of sorts for the county sheriff's office. I see the ability to take certain things that are done now and change or evolve those issues into something that we can expand on and create different avenues to fight crime differently than what's been done.
Okay, great. What do you see as the greatest law enforcement problems facing Worcester County, and how do you propose to address them if elected?
Number one problem in Worcester County is the drug problem, without a doubt.
Okay.
I see communities literally torn up. We have shootings. We have issues that need to be addressed from a drug level. 87% of all crime is related to drugs. And dope work being my background, we need to tackle that problem, and I have a plan, a two-pronged plan to attack that problem in order to have the bad guys that are doing that looking constantly over their shoulder. Dope dealers do not like me now. I do drug work now, and I always have, and they're especially not going to like me if I become elected sheriff of Worcester County.
Very good. Why should the voters support you versus your opponents?
Energy. I have it. I have a lot of it. Ideas with my education. I think we need to, in that evolution of this agency, we need to take technology and incorporate it more into that agency. We need to expand the avenues to utilize crime mapping. Again, interdiction units. There's a whole host of things that I can bring here to the table that I think will improve this agency and evolve it.
Okay. Fiscal problems are a concern in every county throughout the country. Do you expect the budget of the sheriff's office to be cut next year? If so, how do you plan to provide adequate law enforcement while having access to fewer dollars?
Well, that's a good question. I know budgets are tough in every avenue of government today. The number one thing though I see is with my interdiction program, we're going to take those bad guys' assets and we're going to utilize them for ourselves. We're going to spend money on capital improvement projects by going out there and seizing these assets and seizing this drug money and doing things to improve what we do as an agency. As far as working with the county commissioners, obviously budgets, it's going to be a tough road the next couple of years, but I think we'll get through it fine. Good.
Dave, let's talk in general. Why don't we just give a brief history of you? What's your family history?
My family history. Currently, I am married 10 years to my wonderful wife Colleen. I have a 7-year-old son Kellen, a almost 5-year-old daughter Keely. I live in West Ocean City. I've been on the shore about 30 years. I spent almost 20 years with Ocean City Police Department.
Okay.
I am currently working for the Snow Hill Police Department. And again, what I'm planning on doing with this, going into this agency, is to take a long career left and take a commitment and to evolve this agency today.
Okay. The other thing that comes to my mind is this. Wacomico County has been blessed with an incredible human being as our sheriff, Mike Lewis. And one of the things that I can truly appreciate about this man is his honesty, his integrity, but more importantly, what he's done to drive morale through the roof within his sheriff's department. What can you do to provide and encourage the same kind of atmosphere in Worcester County?
Well, I think that's what somewhat is needed in Worcester County, to be quite honest with you. I'm a disciple of Mike Lewis. I'm a good friend of Mike Lewis. I believe in his mission and the way he's doing the operations. Back to my energy part, I am not going to be a hands-off sheriff. I am going to actively be involved. I just went to the FOP meeting this past week for Lodge 50 down in Pocomoke, met with the guys, and made them the promise. I'm going to be out there working. You know, if I have to take 3 shifts a week, I want to be actively on those streets. I still want to lock up bad guys. I love my job. And I think leadership is shown through the doings of the one that is in charge.
Right.
And that's what I plan on doing. I want to bring the energy and enthusiasm back to that agency.
Well, I think everybody needs that, and I think it's kind of cool in any line of business that you're in. I firmly believe if you set the bar, especially with morale,
That's correct.
And set by example, and you can have the proper leadership at the top, incredible things can be done. You know, just like look how many football teams are out there in the NFL, yet only one wins the Super Bowl.
That's correct.
Same thing with baseball, you know, and it's all teamwork, and if you have the proper team put together, you could make those incredible things happen.
And again, another thing when you mention teamwork, I want to have this agency as a participatory employee or sheriff relationship. And I told them, I don't want, you know, I'm out there, we have these meetings, I'm Dave, you know, because I'm a crime fighter, first and foremost. I want to put bad guys away. So I think, going back to the sports analogy, if you show them what you're capable of, I think that will follow, and their abilities will be raised as well.
Well, that's excellent. I appreciate you coming out.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Worcester County showing up and wanting to participate in this, because I think, like I said to many candidates, you can't knock on all the doors that'll end up coming watching
That's
this.
correct.
And,
I'm trying.
Well, that's great. You got energy. You said you had energy.
I have lots of it.
But we appreciate you participating and coming out.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
My pleasure. Folks, we appreciate you being here. Thanks again for your support, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.